So, I want to talk about this show, Final Space. Now, not going to be reviewing anything. As I said before, I'm keeping it at no reviews. But I will say that this is, in my view, an underrated show. For sure. Uh, it only has 3 seasons to it. And I think it was... The only reason it was canceled is because of the whole Warner Media and Discovery merger thing, which ruined and took down a lot of shows that, should have been around. Shows and movies were ruined because of this merge. And this was one of the shows that went down because of it. Now, upon its debut, I remember this show being pitched as like another Rick and Morty or Futurama, right? And in a sense, I could kind of see it, right? It has the same tone to it. But I really wish that they had pitched this show as more of a drama. And really I wish they had really just made it into the drama that it should have been. Because the writing in this show is top tier. The storytelling, the character development is top notch in this show. If for those who have seen all 3 seasons, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. The issue, I think, with this show and probably why it is overlooked as much as it is because when it first came out, it was marketed as the funny space comedy, right? Like in view of Futurama and Rick and Morty. But that's not what this show is. The humor in this show, it has its moments, right? But most of the humor kind of falls flat. It's not as funny as it really should have been. And Gary, the main character, Gary Goodspeed, he comes off as a bit annoying initially. In the first few episodes, he's a bit much. And it takes a while to get used to him and his sense of humor. But once you do, he becomes very endearing. I will say that. And the storyline, along with the character development in this show, is amazing. You're missing out on some great storytelling if you haven't seen this show through. And I believe the writer, Mr. Olin Rogers, is doing, since he wasn't able to complete the show on TBS, he's releasing a graphic novel to actually finish the final chapters of the show. So y'all can look him up. You can buy it. I'm definitely gonna get mine because the storytelling is that good. It's damn good. Mr. Olin Rogers, he knows how to tell a story. Like I said, the only issue, you cannot go into this show expecting to laugh every episode. And I think that's where it kind of messes up. The humor isn't for everybody. If you go into it expecting to oh, it's going to be like Futurama and Rick and Morty, you're going to be disappointed. Go into it expecting a deep story and interesting, complex characters, and you won't be disappointed. It absolutely delivers on that part. And I really wish that they had leaned more into that during the marketing and during the creation of it, because it excels in that department. But I think most people who tuned in when it first came out were looking for another Rick and Morty, and that's not what this show is. It can't do that. It's not as funny as Rick and Morty. It's not as funny as Futurama. It's not that. But it is an amazing ride if you're willing to check it out. So my hats off to you, Mr. Olin Rogers. He has another show, I think, that just dropped called Godspeed on YouTube. And I'm going to be checking that out because that looks like it is, he's leaning all the way into the drama aesthetic, into the drama theme. So I'm expecting great things. I'm going to check it out, and I think y'all should too.